is completed. Okay, so you have to go to financials, Manju. Go to organization structure. So if you go all tasks here, you can find out manage service provider relationship. Okay, so here what you have to do is the background of this one Harsh. So we know we have a what you call central procurement kind of activity, right? Let us say we have a 5 BUs. So 4
Okay.
BUs are recreation BU, and
Mm-hmm.
these 4 BUs, if they want to create the POs, they are always interface with the fifth BU. So
That is
the
the
fifth,
procurement.
that is a procurement BU. So for
Mm-hmm.
this procurement BU, they're going to add all these 4 BUs has been interfaced. It's like a
Okay.
common procurement BU activities they are going to do. But usually some companies will follow, but our WD is not following. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the companies, all
Mm-hmm.
the BUs, they may not be a procurement BU
Correct.
functions.
Correct. In
They have,
arrow, it is different. Yeah.
yeah. So it will be like that. See, Manju, here the simple is I created a 2 BUs. One is SR01 and SR02. SR02 is the recreation BU. So if I show to you, go to all tasks. Let me financial reporting structure. Not here. Go to procurement. Go to organization structure. Manage BU. Or okay, not required this one. You come out from here. Anyway, click on home button. Go back, setup and maintenance. Go to procurement, organization structure. So assign business unit function. I created SR01, SR02. So I wanted to verify what are the functions for SR02. So the scope already selected. You go here. And for this particular SR02 has been mapped with our primary ledger and legal entity. So these are created 2 days back. Remember, right? SR01, Manju?
Yeah, Ramu.
Yeah. So this one I mapped the, so for this particular SR02, the functions of the BU is one requisition. Okay, remaining and all, it won't do that. Now,
Okay.
how I am going to map this particular requisition BU into procurement BU is, so we have to go to financials. Usually here only it will come, but I don't know why it is not coming. Go to organization structure. So go to all tasks. So service provider relationship is the task. So here you have to select the scope of BU is the requisition BU. Only requisition business unit functions only we have to select. Okay. So my SR02 is the requisition BU. So when I go to system I mean, when I go to this particular task, system will ask procurement services are providing by which BU. So from here, you have to go to SR01. So this way I can map whatever BUs which I have a only requisition, all those things one by one you have to map like this. So let us say 5 BUs you have. So 4 BUs only requisition. Even fifth BU also can have both requisition functions as well as procurement functions. But remaining 4 BUs doesn't have any PO functions. So during the time, how we are going to make a common procurement BU, central procurement BU functionalities using service provider, you can map the things. So after mapping, then we need to define common procurement BU, requisition BU. Those particular things we'll see once we finish our general setups, inventory, sub-inventory, and then locator. And this through managed service provider, that functionality will see how this workflow will happen. How whenever creating the PR, what system which what you called the BU will be picked by the system when you are creating the PO, which BU is picking by the system. So this flow will also will see, and also individual means the BU, whatever BU which we have selected, that BU having all the functionalities, not functionality, functions. I mean to say, I enabled all the functions so that it never depends upon other BU. So that BU can act as a requisition and also can act as a procurement BU and also for other functions as well. So that process also we'll see. So we'll see two verticals. One is I will take a two BU similar like this SR01, SR02. So I have mapped through the managed service provider. Then later sessions we'll see how to create the PRs, how to create the PO. When you're creating the PR, system has to select SR02. When I'm creating the PO, system has to select SR01. If this is the way it has to work for central procurement functionality. If your BU having all the functions, then they won't go for managed service provider. Okay. Now these particular things, like in next sessions we'll see, because we have not covered general setups, right? So what are our general setups? These and all we did: enterprise name, ledger, legal entity, BUs also we completed. So we have these things, and after that we'll go actually procurement area. Okay. Now today we'll talk about inventories, sub-inventory, and locator. So inventory means, like, the warehouse operations, shipment, receivings, and maintaining the on-hand stock. So all kind of stuff which will be mapped with the inventory organization. So all material transactions, whichever it is part of our what you called company. So all material transactions of procurement, order management, and also remaining miscellaneous transactions. Whatever transactions you want to do, you have to create the inventory. So for inventory creation, what and all prerequisites we need is, so one is item mark. Item organization has to be created in the system, and location. So which location this inventory arc has to be present, and also we should have a BU has to be configured in the system, and also ledger, legal entity, and schedule operations. Schedule operations. So once these five combination, how many are six combinations if we have, then system will allow to create your inventory organization. So now we'll see one by one, because these things we already did. Correct? BU, ledger, legal entity done. So locations will create, and item arc will create. First we'll go for item arc. So before creating item arc also, we need a location, but locations are optional for that. If you want, you can create the locations. So first I will create the two locations. Then I'll go for item arc. Then I'll go for schedule operations. Finally, I'll come to inventory organization creation. Okay. So go to system. So manage locations is the area where you can define your location address and location codes, all those things. So here only you can find out. Go to legal structure, go to all tasks. If you're not finding, so here you can put your location, manage locations, manage locations. So enterprise profile, manage locations is the task name. Go here, create two locations. So in EBS, we have a only one arc. I mean inventory, whatever item arc or inventory arc, there is no separation in the EBS. So the arc is behaving both the operations, means item creation it will be allowing, and also material transactions also was handling by single org in the EBS, Oracle EBS. But here they have made it to separate, means item org will store the material data. FZ finished goods, raw materials, kit items, whatever items which they want to define in the system, they have to use the item organization. So we used to call it as master organization. So child organization is nothing but inventory organization. So inventory organization is mandatory to do the material transactions. If you don't have inventory organization, we cannot do any kind of transactions, either procurement or OM side. Okay. Now
So
I'm
Ramu,
yeah.
in EBS also it is the same two orgs, no? Master
No,
org
no,
and
no. With
inventory org.
with one arc they are doing. Oh, see, single arc can act as both master and inventory.
Oh yes, yes. Okay. Here it cannot act as both.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm creating LOC 0 or 1 whatever. So this is for master arc location address. Country I'll keep same, line 1. So 10020. So these are all optional, nothing to worry. Shipping address, if you are at site having the location having ship to site, yes. Receiving bill to site, if it is not, no, you have to select as no and then proceed. So I am keeping this default options as SS for my location. So create this one. So you must enter street name. They've added recently these things in the 21B. Earlier days we don't have this kind of things. So save it, enter unique location code. Location code already there or what? Okay. So SR01 location 1. Copy that, put it same code. Description also give, save. Okay, so it is already there, that is the reason. So if you have a review, then you must do the review and then submit. Otherwise, sometimes system won't store the data into database. Okay, so this is my location. Submit it. Let me store location. Similarly, I'll create one more location. Okay, click on create. So location 2. Same here, line 2, zip code will keep same. Take a New York. You can take anything just for filling purpose. Location to street to save review and then submit. Okay. So after this, then we'll create a item arc. So for item arc, what is a navigation? Manufacturing and supply. Item. Go to all tasks. So if it is not finding, you select the inventory management. Organizations. Let us see here. We'll try here only, man. Sometimes we don't know where it will be. Item organizations. Supplier area it is there. Click on this. So now I'm creating one master organization. So I'm creating one master arc. So my master arc is sr underscore iom. Okay. So same thing. So here these are all optional. BU, legal entity optional. If you want, you can add your BUs, but it is purely optional. So just address is enough, because usually master organization is only one across the cloud instance most of the time. But if they want, they can create different what you call master organizations. But in practical environment, we can see only one master organization is present for complete license.
But Ramu, where are we specifying that this is a master of?
So when we are creating the inventory arc, system will ask what is the item arc. Item
Mm-hmm.
organization nothing but master arc, Harsh.
Yeah, master org or item org. We are not specifying anywhere. While creating inventory org, we'll be specifying that this is the
Correct.
item org.
This is the item.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And address location one, and this will be always internal, and click on next. And item master organization, so here we'll select same thing, whatever sr is there, sr iom. Okay, so revision number, it will be a0 whatever you want, you can keep it. So every item should have some revisions, correct? So that is the reason default what it has to come, we can make it as 0 or a, you can make it. That's all here, just item master organization name, location, and revision number. Okay. Click on save and close. So now we made item arg also. So sr iom. Okay. Now we need to schedule operations we need to do. So schedule operations, if you want to create this one, so this is the combination of three tasks. Okay, one is facilitative facilitate shift. Okay, next one is workday pattern, and schedule exceptions, finally schedule operations. So the first we need to define this, all these things put together into schedule operation task, then finally schedule operations will be configured in the system. Okay, so first we'll go one by one, we'll define it. So go to application. So we are in the same page. Okay, go to inventory management. Not inventory, item only it will be show. Okay, here facilities. Okay, so first task is facility shifts, facility workday pattern, schedules. Then we have one more task, exceptions, facility schedule exceptions, finally facility schedule. So schedule, this particular facility schedule is the part of schedule operations in the inventory organization. So while creating inventory organization, I'll show this one. Okay, now I'll create the shifts. So usually how many shifts will run in our company, whether it is 8 hours, 2 shifts, 3 shifts, or 4 shifts. Okay, so I'll create one 12 hours or 1 to 8 hour shift. Okay, so yes sir. So I'm always giving prefix of SR means because the pulling data will be easy, because this is the demo instance, right? most of the people are using. So that is what whatever you are creating, you follow some prefix kind of thing, so that the pulling the data will be very easy. Okay, so SR01 shift a shift. Okay, shifts enough. So code, if you have SR01 0 enough. So starting time, so it will start from 6 a.m. So we have to give AM here. Okay, so duration is, let us say 12 hour shift, 12 hours. So category is whether work from home office. So these are optional. Shift detail type, flexible, none, punch. So punch is there, you can select as a punch. And we have to give the punch details. So I'll go for none. That is also very easy, nothing to worry. Just save and close. So I created one shift. Okay, so if you want, you can create one more shift, but start date, end date 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So next shift will start from 6 p.m. to morning till morning 6 a.m. Like that, we can define one more shift. Okay, now after defining the shift, then you have to decide how many working days per week. Okay, so that we can make it out through manage facility workday pattern. So while creating this one, system will ask what is the shift, what is the timings of your shift within the day. Okay, so click on place SR01 workday. So description will keep. So length means within 1 week how many working days. So I'll keep a 5. Click on place. So it will ask what is the starting day of your week. So if I give 1, it will be Monday. If I give 5, it will be till Friday. So here it will ask what is the shift name. So shift name, whatever we did, we can select. SR01 shift. So like that, if we have a multiple shifts, we can select one by one. Like you can add the arrows, rows. Sorry, save and close. And this is the way to define the workday pattern and exceptions. What is the exceptions is during your working hours when you have a holiday. 15th August is a holiday, Christmas is a holiday, Labor Day. So if you have such a kind of exceptions, you can define your exceptions within the working day, whether that exception we are giving holiday or something else. Okay, so I'm creating just for understanding. I'm making one exception. Exception already. Okay, HOL. So exception start. So let us say we are in July. So let us say go for August 15th. 15th is Sunday. So we'll give holiday as 16th. Okay. Period type, whether it is the period will be off or work period. So 16th is the work period, right? So during that work period, we are giving the off. Okay. So period type is off, and all day exception start and exception end. So you can give end date as 16th only. So this particular day only we are giving holiday. Okay. So that is the uh, creation of exceptions. So save and close. So how many exceptions we have within 1 year? You can make it out all the exceptions here. So and finally, all these three tasks we have to map with the schedules. Okay. So go back, manage. facility schedule. So click on plus SR01 schedule. So category is the pager. These are optional. I'll take a work. And quarterly type is very important. So this quarterly type should be 445 or 454 combination. If the quarterly type combination is not like these three combinations, it will be like 13 period monthly. In OM order management, this particular schedule won't work. So always the quarterly type should be combination of either 445, 455, 454 or 544. Should not be a 13 periods or monthly, especially for order management. For procurement, it will work for all. Okay, so I'm just selecting this combination. And after that, what is the first day of your week? Monday. Effective to date means till what date this schedule has to work. So I'll make it out 10 years down the line or whichever. Okay, so I'm till taking 25. Then click on place. So here you need to add the work day patterns. So I have only one. Go here, SR01, click on search. So 5-day length. So if you have multiple patterns, you can select one by one. And also you can add your exceptions. Click on plus exception name SR01. Okay. Save and close. So warning is does not first of the a particular first pattern work will be generated. It's a what is this? If the scheduled start date is not the first day of the week, a partial first period and work week will be generated. It's fine. Okay, click on S. So this way you have to create your schedule. So after that, finally, you have to create your inventory organization. Go to manage inventory organization. Click on plus. So here I'm giving SR01 INV 01, let us say. So code SR01 INV 01 and BU. Which BU? I'm keeping SR01 is a BU. Okay. So name, the location address should be this one. So automatically system will show what is the legal entity. From where this legal entities and all coming based on assignment of business unit functions. So if since this primary ledger having only one, that is the reason it is showing one. If it is more than one, it will show all the multiple things. So these combinations it is coming not from assignment BU functions. It is coming from assign legal entities with the ledger. So under your ledger, how many legal entities are there? Based on that, system will show the values in the drop down. Okay, so select it and click on next. So this is the internal. Okay, so here this is the master organization Harsh. Okay, so here we need to map your master arc.
Okay.
SR. So mark master arc is SR underscore AY. And also schedule. Schedule nothing but whatever we created. Manage facility schedule. Search SR. SR01 schedule. Okay. And grouping behavior, these things are actually it has been came recently. So this is majorly what we understand from Metalink is they are using this particular thing to avoid the duplication of data in the database. But front end, this one doesn't have any significance. You can select definition or reference. There is no changes. But database side, some kind of duplication they're trying to avoid while loading the data into DB. Okay. So I'm selecting definition. So reference will select. So reference. So my definition organization is IOM master arc. Okay. And here we can see organization is a manufacturing plant. Whenever this particular inventory or if you want to use for manufacturing. So here what what organization we are creating here is this inventory org is a distributed organization. Means it won't manufacture anything in my organization. It is just like a distribution unit. So whatever data which will come from supplier, whatever procurement will do, that we are storing, and whatever like after that they are doing some kind of job on that, then they are shipping the material to the customers. So my organization is a distribution unit. If your organization want to work as a manufacturing unit, you have to select this checkbox. So then manufacturing module, all kind of stuff will come into picture. Okay. This one we are not touching now. So our organization is a distribution, and these things will have allow negative balances. If we have, you don't have hand to hand, and still if you want to do transactions, if you enable this, system will allow negative balance, or else it will stop. Okay. And here we can see locator control. So that one will see how to define the locator control. Okay. So remaining and all optional. If you required, you can enable, or else just to go ahead. Okay. And next page, next sheet is here inventory control methods. We have a lot control, serial control, packing unit. So what is my lot control is medical industries. Any industries we take, lot is nothing but more than one quantity. If you want to track the price, or if you want to track the manufacturing date, expiry date, and prices, transactions. So if they want to track the things, if they follow the lot means it should have a more than one quantity is present. Especially lot kind of inventory control method they're using in the food industries, medical, and lot of things, lot of areas we are going to use. But here tracking of the prices and transactions will happen. The lot means contain more than one quantity will be stored. Okay. If it is serial, then they are going to track the prices by one quantity, one each, either laptops, mobiles. So these industries they are going for serial. Gold items, wherever costly items are there, they'll go for serial. Packing unit is, it is bunch of maybe 50, pack of 50, pack of 100. So like injections, let us say insulins. So it will come a bunch of pack of 10. So that is also one control method in the inventory, but that we most of the time we are going to see in the medical side. So these are the various control methods we have. So whenever we are talking about transaction time, so we'll see how we can control the lot. I mean, how we'll use the inventory control of lot control, serial control, and packing unit. So time being, I'm not touching this particular section. I'm keeping as it is. And if you're doing the transactions, that time we will control these particular things. Okay. And item sourcing. So for this organization, the what is the source of I mean the items are coming from where, whether you are buying from the supplier or you are pulling the data from, I mean pulling the items from other organizations or what. So there are two things, either you can procure from supplier, or you are manufacturing in some area, let us say another organization. From there we are going to pump the data to my distribution organization. So if that way you can select your item sourcing details. And this picking will be helpful for order management. So picking does not have any significance in the procurement. So procurement, just we are procuring and putting the data, putting the material into the warehouse. We are not doing any picking. Pickings will happen during the shipment. Okay, so this is not required as of now. But when you are doing some kind of transactions, so what you call picking, pick wave, packing the slip, pick wave and releasing the pick wave, confirming the pick wave and ship confirm. Some kind of internal transfer orders when you have, that time you'll see this. Okay. And item sourcing materials, time being I'm selecting supplier. It will take, it has to come here, supplier automatically. I don't know. Okay, click on save. Okay, so here it won't ask, but when you are doing the things, system will ask from whom we are purchasing the things. But usually here it has to come, but I don't know. That's fine. These are all optional. So whenever if we are utilizing, then these things will come into picture. Otherwise, if it is a distribution unit, it doesn't have any significance. Okay. And even this distribution parameters, these are logistics organization. We have a transport management, manufacturing, internal inventory organizations, external inventory organizations. There are 4 to 5 concepts are there with the inventory organizations. So logistics means transport management. So when you have that logistics kind of organization, it has to act as a logistics organization. Then we need to enable the checkbox, or else not required. Okay. So this way you can create your inventory organization. So these things anyhow will come back and we'll see one by one. Additional information, it is like a DFF kind of thing, external information. Suppose for example, if you want to map some EBS organization information to the cloud organization, inventory organization. Okay, so that time they can use some additional information. Using that they can map the data, but we have to define this one. Then only it will come to map the, maybe in the name of Oracle EBS, maybe the name of inventory organization, we need to map to the whatever inventory organization we are creating here. Because why they want to map, they may use some transactions. They want to, if they want to pull the data, so that time this mapping will be required, or else it is no use. Okay, so this is the way to create the inventory organization. Now after inventory organization, we have to create the sub inventories. Sub inventories means, again it is the small locations. So some sub inventories, basically it will either it will act as a storage or it will act as a receiving point. Okay, so go to all tasks. So the task name is, go to inventory management, sub inventories and locators. So in this area you have to select for which organization you are creating the sub inventories. Click on search. So my organization is SR01 inventory one. This is the one. Click on OK. And you can create how many sub inventories you have. But usually practical environment will find, let us say in my previous first implementation project, support and implementation, there each inventory organization we have a 30-40 sub inventories. Okay. So basically the sub inventory types are storage and receiving. Fine. So I'm creating 3 sub inventories. I'm creating SR01 storage, So material is active storage. Locator will see when you are creating a locator, then we'll control this particular sub inventory with the locator and we'll see the functionality. And you can type with the location. So location already, what is inventory organization location? This is the one. Just I need to type with that. Okay. And this lead time. So this lead time and sourcing, all these things will be applicable during minimax planning. So lead time, because minimax planning, we have a sub inventory level also, sub inventory supplier level. That time we will see what is the significance of that. Okay. So now we are creating simple sub inventory. Okay. Later, based on our application, we can use some of the attributes. Okay. So here this is the asset sub inventory and quantity tracking will be there. And the sub inventory groups is, so this is again, let us say we have a 30 sub inventories. So we want to group 10 into one group, 10 into another group, 10 into another group. So that time we have to create the sub inventory group and then you can map the sub inventory group here. Okay. So that is the thing. And this sourcing also, we have a transfer order kind of concept. So that time we'll see what is the sourcing of this. So at present not required anything. Just give the names, type with the location and go ahead to save and close. Similarly, I want to create one more sub inventory for receiving. So this is for receiving, and receiving location is mandatory. For storage it is not mandatory, but anyhow just we need to type both the things for location address. So it is not required. Asset tracking, everything is not there for receiving. Just receive the material and somebody will do checking, quality check, and then they will push back to the storage organization. Save and close. I'll make one more sub inventory for stage. So this is my storage sub inventory. It is not receiving. So location SR01. Is also set in. So these three are enough. Then click on done. Now sub inventory is also be done. Now last one is locator. Okay. So locator also, it is the key flex field. So what is a locator? Why we'll go for locator control? I think Harsh knows, but this question is for Manju and Ramna.
Mainly to identify the item, like where it exactly placed.
Yeah. So to utilize the space of the warehouse or sub inventory in effective manner, and also exactly where you are putting that material and exactly how to pick the material. If you have a naming convention of your racks, then it will be very easy to pick the material or to store the materials. Okay, so that is the logical purpose of locator. And most of the time, gold shops, if you go to gold shops, they won't take like a 2 bhk area, right? They will take only small petty shops, but there they organize everything as a row rack bin concept. So they know where 10 grams ornaments we need to keep, where 20 grams ornaments will keep. So they have properly structured, and also they are utilizing the space in an effective manner. That way we can reduce the what you call hidden cost of the rent and all, and also picking and storing the materials also very easy. Okay, so medical shops also they are using locator control. When if you go for malls also they are using locator control. Most of the areas we are using the locator control concept for sub inventories or sub inventory organization for inventories. So how to do that? So okay, go to all tasks. So here inventory locator keyflex field is the task where we can create your what you call locator row rack bin concept. You just go there. So before creating this one, you have to know how many value sets we need. So similar like COA structure. So under the COA, how many segments we need? Similarly, how many what you called segments we have in our what you call in the locator structure. Either we have a row rack bin or we have a there are multiple things like they will call it as something allies something is there, but we'll go standard things row rack bin. Rows we have a racks and each area of row rack is nothing but one bin. Okay, so that structure will take and will define those three value sets, and then we will make it out structure instance and we'll deploy that one. Okay.
Ramu, like, can we have locators at each sub-inventory level?
Yes, we can control either inventory level, sub inventory level, or item level.
Okay, yeah, at item level also we can. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now, first we need to define the value sets. Inventory value sets means how many segments we want. So first one is SR01 row. Row is the first value set. And module is inventory management. Validation type independent character. And here we have a format independent. There are a lot of format means manually need to enter what is the row, what is the row column value, I mean row value, column value, and bin value. If it is independent, we have a defined dynamic structure. Means how many rows we are already defining the naming convention for row rack bin, that is independent. Okay, so we'll go for independent. Something will go for format also. Okay, so validation type will go for text. So what is the maximum length? We'll give as a 5. So remaining optional, uppercase only. If you want to allow only uppercase, you can fill it. Zero fill means, for example, now maximum length is 5, right? You entered 0, 0, 2, 3 values you entered 0, 0, 1. So if you click on the zero fill, what system will do is remaining 2 characters will fill by 0, 0s automatically. Okay, so that is the purpose of zero fill. So just save. Save and close. Similarly, I'll create rack SR01 rack description inventory independent character text. This is also 5. Okay, save and close. Click on plus again bin. So module is inventory scene. So this is a key flex field, similar like COA structure, how we did. Subtype here also 5. So these 3 are enough. Then after creating your value sets, go to inventory locator key flex field. First, you need to click on structure. Click on plus SR01 KFF. So delimiter is separation between each segment. I'm keeping minus. Click on save. Click on plus. Enter your segments. So this is my first segment as row. API name will come automatically. You give name, description. This is one, prompt, short prompt. Display width is 5. Column name. So where you are storing this one, how to store. So default value set code, whatever we define. SR01 underscore row. So row. Similarly, make 2 more segments. So practically you may have maybe 5, 6, depends. But 3 are minimum required. Okay. It's not required minimum. I mean minimum, even 3 also not required. But as far as if you take any Excel, okay. So here, for example, so let us say this cell is having row, column, and we have a cell value. Cell value nothing but bin. This is the row, and this is the column, nothing but track, and this area is the cell area is the bin. Okay. And here SR01 rack. Delete, copy, not coming here. I'll come out from here. Click on plus again. SR01 rack. Copy that. Name, description is to prompt, short prompt, 5, segment 2, anything, segment 2, and here this is rack. Search this rack. Save, save and close. Similarly, bin SR01 bin. Copy that. Description, third prompt, third segment. 5, segment 3. This is also SR01 bin. Okay. So after that, what is the next step? In the COA, we know, right? What are you doing?
Structure.
Structure
Structure
instance.
instance. Structure is already done, right? Instance next. Click on plus. SR01 KFFIN. So this API names is very, very helpful when you want to integrate your system with the what you call Oracle Cloud. And also API names are used for reporting, report creations. There are a lot of advantage for API name. Okay. So mine is SR01. So system automatically dump all the segment values. And here we need to enable required because it is unchecked so far. So go to edit. Click on required. And if you have any default values also, you can give default type. Okay, so I'm not keeping any default. It's a bin required. Click on OK, save and close, and then deploy the status, deploy the flex field. In this particular locator, you can use either inventory level or sub inventory level or item level. Okay, so time being, what I will do is I will map this locator control to one of the my sub inventory. Go to sub inventories, click on plus. I'll create one more sub inventory, storage SR01 locator control, storage LOC. Means this sub inventory is always locator control. Okay, storage locator is dynamic entry, item level, none, previously defined. So what is my dynamic entry means? While loading the data or storing the data, we can give what is the row value, what is the rack value, what is the bin value. If it is previously defined means already we have we define the structure. So whatever values which are there, that values you can use. And locator at item level. So when you are creating the item, that time when you want to control the locator at item level, can go for that. So I'll go for which one I'll go previously defined. But previously defined, if you want to go, you cannot update the locator type because the original organization parameters specify that locator type is determined at the organization level. Oh, okay. First we'll remove that. Go to duplicate. So there we selected organization level. So that will make it a sub inventory level. Setup and maintenance. Manage inventory. Yes, sir. 01. Inventory or click on search, edit, click on next, lot and serial here only. Locator control, no locator we selected. Then fine, right? This is.
I think we need to select previously defined locator or something, right?
No. We selected nothing, right? No locator. Inventory is no locator control. Previously defined dynamic entry locator control. Okay, this one you have to select.
Sub inventory
Locator
level.
control.
Sub inventory.
Yes. Save. Now system will allow to map your locator at sub inventory. Okay. Now previously defined. Now the locator structure you have to give. Okay. So go here, select your structure. This is my structure. Okay. And if you want to tie up your location, sir, what is that location? This. Okay. Default locator status. Default locator status should be active. Okay, we'll keep it active. Save and close. So when you are doing the transactions, system will ask select the locator. Okay, and since we have selected previously defined, then if we go to manage locators, so here click on plus, we have to provide the values, but in the drop down we don't have. Why we don't have? Because we have not defined any value set values. Are you getting here? Why I'm not able to find the values here? What is the reason? Because, tell me. Yeah, Manju, you're telling something, or
No,
Ramana?
I think previously, yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, previous defined is correct, but why I could not see the values here?
Yeah, the value set values.
You're not defined. That is the reason. Okay, if you define that, automatically system will show the values. I think, right, Harsh? Or any confusion here? Harsh,
Yeah, Ramu.
correct
All
now?
good. Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll define the things. So how to define? Click on done. So मेरा senior है Harsh. Okay, please.
सीनियर जूनियर कुछ नहीं होता.
Manufacturing and supply, inventory. कहाँ जाना यार? Okay, here value sets we define. So in the value sets itself, we can find out value set values, or one more area also there. So we'll go here only. SR01. So row. Select this. Click on manage values. So how many rows you have? You want it? You want in your sub-invent location? Let us say I have some 4 rows. So first row is 01. First row. Zero two, second row. 03, third row. Okay, that's enough. Save and close. Similarly, rack, manage values, click on plus. So this is will give 10. Okay, first rack. First rack. Okay. 11. Second rack. So this is nothing but predefined values. Okay. Third rack. Similarly, bins. Manage values. Click on plus. So 1 is over 20. First bin. Second bin. Third bin. Okay, so now you go there, system will show the value combinations. Now go here, you come out from here and come back. So select which one? This one only, right? Okay, select this, go to locators, click on plus. You can define your combinations. See, now first row. So 333 are there. How many we can make it out? First track. How many I can make it out? How many combinations I can make it out? Manju or
Nine
Harsh?
com. Nine
Nine,
com.
nine.
9 only. How come, man? 3 cube, right?
Yeah, 27 combinations.
27 combinations. First set, let us say. And material, end date. If you want to end date also, you can do this combination. And the type, dock door, inspection station. So whichever type you can select. So I'm selecting storage location. Similarly, you can create 27 combinations. I'm creating only maximum 2 or 3. Okay, so I'm selecting again first row, second rack, and first bin, second set something. So type is storage location only. This system has to ask. Okay, 7 create again first row, second
Third rack.
rack, third rack, whatever, and third bin. So this way 27 combinations you can select. 7 plus. Okay, so here we have to give type. Type is optional. Storage set, third set. Okay, so this way you can make your locator control. So same kind of concept. If you want to control the locator at item level also you can do. Okay, so these things when we are doing the transaction, that time like we'll do some miscellaneous transactions. So that time we will verify how this locator will work. Okay, so we'll wind up today. So how many, like in the syllabus, if you see, item arc, facilitative, inventory arc, sub inventories, carriers we will define, and up to 47 we completed 47 steps. Okay, carriers, these and all will define tomorrow section. And once we did this, then straight away we'll jump to basic procurement setups. Okay, hardly we have 10 more steps are there. After doing that, we'll move to basic procurement setup. Then inventory control, material transfers, replenishments, accuracy. So like that we'll go one by one. Okay.
So first we'll be going with procurement, Ramu, like
Yeah, yeah.
inventory. Okay,
No,
okay.
first inventory, some of the things we'll see. Then procurement. Again, we'll come back to inventory. Like combination,
Okay.
we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So today we'll wind up. I think no questions, right? So this one I'll keep into the drive, Google Drive, and Harsh, I'll give that access also to you.
Okay, Ram. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Hey, give me your email ID. You just ping me email ID, Harsh.
Okay, okay. I'll do that.
Okay. All right. Good night. Bye bye.
Good night.
Thank you, Ramu. Good night.
Thank you, Ram.